Good morning. And first, I want to say that I'm so inspired by the first three groups of presentation, and thank you for sharing. And I'm looking forward to see more things coming out of your projects. And I'm really motivated to make sure my projects go well too. And let me share my screen. All right, can you see my screen? Okay. All right. So this project is me and Quay, and Kathy cannot come today, so I'll present for both of us. And our project is intergenerational community-based co-design, connecting Drexel students with older Asian adults in Philadelphia. And so as you can see this picture, this is all our participants and our students. We were at a Bach building in South Philly. This is called a West Gym, and this is a place we hosted our workshops with the community members, and we partnered with CMAC, who connected us with the local Asian immigrants, older adults from the community, and they volunteered. And also we had a lot of volunteers, translators and interpreters joining us to help us communicate with the older adults. Most of them do not speak English very well. And these translators, they are from the local community and they are from our university, and also some of them from UPenn. So we collaborated with people from all parts of Philly, and to make sure our project goes well and everyone enjoyed the process. As you can see from these pictures, we hosted totally two workshops. One is the first one is co-create, the second one is co-design at the Bach building. As you can see, like each table, we matched students with older adults and translators, so the communication can go smoothly. And some of the picture you can see students are asking questions with older adults, some structured interview, and some of students, they are doing collaging, drawing, and prototype making with older adults together. So our goal is to increase their intergenerational collaboration and cross-cultural communication with the local older adults, and the students and older adults would co-create a solution to go back to the community to help older adults' everyday life and enhance their well-beings in the community. And I just want to share this illustration. This is actually, I received this yesterday from one of our volunteer collaborators from the local community, and she drew this. This is our group picture. You can see from the first page, and below is their little group. This is her. She was a translator, and this is the older adult, and this is our two students from different majors. And they were testing a planter. This is their prototype on November the 7th. So fast forward, and I want to talk a little bit about our solutions. This is by the end of the semester, so we still have 2 to 3 weeks to go, but these are like very low fidelity testing prototypes coming out from our collaborations with the older adults in the community. And for example, a first group of students, they developed a culturally inclusive blue apron. And this is a website, and the students and older adults, they came up with this. Like one older adult talked about, she really wanted to try different cuisines in Philadelphia, but because of her limited ability of speaking English, and she could not navigate herself very well in the city, But she really want to try different things. How could she do it? So the students were thinking about maybe we can design website. She can learn both language and help her to access different cuisines in Philly, and maybe send her recipes of like other like Mexican food, Italian food for her to try at home. So this is a very interesting concept still in developing. And the second concept is community-based language classes. And because the needs of the older adults, they really want to have a class to learn language in the community. So they were working with, partnering with resources in Drexel University and maybe some other universities in Philly to work with the community partner to launch this course for them. And this is they're working on a proposal and talking to different parties to make this happen. And some other students, for example, the bottom one, they are designing a translation buddy booklet, which is a very small booklet, but when you open, it's like a huge kind of map structure, and older adults can just point and use easy ways to look into this booklet and quickly figure out like what to talk to ask about the direction of the roads, or ask about certain questions while buying groceries, and help them very quickly. It's like not like have to go into an app and look for something, just a booklet. And some other projects are like travel assistant bracelet, stand assist car seats, portable planting kit, music, library, and I didn't list all of them because some are still in the drawing and prototype making stage. A lot of amazing concepts and exciting ideas. And we are also thinking like, how can we move these projects, make them to reality instead of just a student project? And this is something I'll talk a little bit later. So we are also doing an age-friendly audit in the neighborhoods of CMAC, South Philly. So student first, we asked them to read Global Age-Friendly Cities, a guide of like how to build age-friendly cities around the world, what to pay attention to. And then they use this AARP community work audit sheet and the roadmap worksheet to work on their analysis of the environment in South Philly near the community members they were working with. And actually, I need to review these later. They just submitted all these work. And very exciting, and we are inviting, we sent an invitation already to our alumni and retirees on Drexel Alumni's website to invite them to come to our final open public-facing exhibition to see all the final projects coming out of this collaboration. And some older adults will come here too, and the students will be there presenting, jointly presenting their final findings. Actually, let me send everyone the link here. So if you are interested, you can register there and come to join us. Refreshments and snacks will be provided. Next. We have another component is global classroom. Professor Zhou Chenming, she's from Nanjing Forestry University in China, and she's one of the leading figures of age-friendly designer, and her focus is on home finishing and aging place facilities, smart home design. And we were talking about how can we make this happen as a global classroom. Because of the time zone differences, obviously we cannot host our classes together. So what we're doing is I'm recording what I want to talk about and what she's talking about, and we post our videos on each other's platform, so students for them to access like after the classroom time. And she's hosting right now 2022. I didn't have time to translate them yet, but this is like age-friendly and sustainable design forum in her university. And all the speakers will be speaking English, and she's recording them, and she will send to me later so I can share with my students. And hopefully moving forward, maybe next year, there could be possibilities we can visit each other and to host more events, but right now we are doing this on virtually for now. So how do we measure our success? We use qualitative and quantitative and design research methods, mixed methods to evaluate our process. And for the quantitative, we use APQ, Aging Perception Questionnaire, to evaluate if our process can change the perceptions towards aging for both students enrolled in this class and older adults participated in our workshops and exhibitions or their collaborations. And interpersonal reactivity index is to measure the empathy level if there's any changes. Facts on Aging quiz to evaluate the students' understanding of questions related to aging, such as health-related questions and everyday related issues for aging. And Kathy actually brought a lot of health-related and medical-related knowledge to students, and this is how we try to test their understanding and the knowledge level after the class. And we did this before and after, so we can measure the differences. And of course, students' course evaluation form that will be in the end of the semester. Qualitative, and we have students writing reflective writing along the course after every workshops and some homework discussions to, sorry, I just timed myself, to evaluate the process. And the feedback from form with open-ended questions to older adults. And also they are writing reflective writing for the end of the collaboration. Design research methods, we use the mind-mood mapping and a human-centered design process. And I'm not going to explain further because we have time limitation. For the another component, we are also using the grant as like a kickoff for our empathic co-design lab. And basically this lab initiates and supports design projects that celebrate diversity, equality, fairness, and inclusion for our community members. Our research focuses on aging and relevant design innovation, co-design practices with community partners, and the design thinking methods and human-centered design practices for interdisciplinary learners. We aim to increase awareness of the voices and needs of marginalized communities and create innovative solutions with them instead of for them. Our team collaborates with interdisciplinary faculty and researchers across the United States, local nonprofit community partners like CMAC, Philadelphia Senior Center, and overseas research institutions like the Professor Chen I talked about, and we are also expanding more collaborators into our projects. We conduct in-person and virtual workshops, public-facing exhibitions, and design symposiums and seminars, and the Aging and Design course series. And this is actually our second time running this course. We ran this course the first time in the spring semester. So partners, and we mentioned about community-based partners, different universities and different colleges across Drexel University, and also institutions, research institutions in Asia. And grants, the first course was sponsored by Westphal mini grant, and this one by Age Friendly Drexel pilot grant. Thank you. And we've already applied for a venture well course and a program grant for next year's courses. Hopefully we get it so we can continue our research and study. And we soon will send out a co-op opportunity, still working on it. And in terms of sustainability, we are collaborating with growing partners across diverse disciplines and institutions, while also continue applying for grants to sponsor our courses and the program activities. I think as we are growing, we should have more opportunities and possibilities to get grants. So some tangible outcomes here. First, a book. Kathy and I, we are working on a book named Creating Age-Friendly Innovations, and it's still in the process. And in the book, we are going to write about the framework of how do we create these projects, especially with immigrant communities who do not speak English very well and try to understand the culture. And we hosted our first exhibition May 31st. The second one will be November 28th. Welcome to come. And the third one will be December 5th, which is November 28th is in the Urban Center lobby in Westphal. And December 5th will be in the Wise Wellness Center in CMAC South Philly Community Center with the older adults together. And I and my students published some peer-reviewed paper, and there's conference presentations coming as well. And this is our poster. The left side is for English and the right side is for Chinese for the older adults. And I can share the poster later in the chat. Welcome everyone to join us and ask questions and give students feedback. I think that's it. Thank you.